All right, welcome to the third video in the Dentist Digital Playbook. So in this video, we're going to talk about how to generate new clients this month for your practice with paid advertisements. That's right, this is the really fun part here. This is where we're going to talk about how to generate a campaign to basically have an endless supply of new clients coming into your business. So let's start off with it straight away here. Now, I've got up here Facebook ads versus Google AdWords. There's a lot of debate about which platform is better than the other. To be completely honest about it, they're both amazing platforms. Really, it's just a matter of understanding the differences in the platforms and how the subtle variances are really going to impact your paid advertising campaigns. Now, in this video, we're also going to cover the #1 mistake we see the majority of local businesses doing whenever they're running any paid advertisements. And we're also going to show you how to fix that problem and how to really convert the majority of this traffic that we're going to be generating. So let's jump right into it. For the sake of this demonstration, we're going to talk about Facebook ads just because it's a little bit easier to show you kind of some metrics and show you some advertisements that we would be typically running and how you can get going straight away with your ads as well. So first off, let's talk about the value ladder for a dentist, because whenever we're running any paid advertisements, we want to come up with an irresistible offer to make sure that people who are looking for your services are going to actually be clicking through and engaging on the advertisements. Now, that irresistible offer could be like a significant discount on some low ticket services like teeth whitening or teeth cleaning, or even giving away a certain amount of vouchers for teeth cleaning. Now, this is a great way to just get people into your business, but we really want to talk about the value ladder, because some people will say, well, I don't really want to give away a service for free. But the reason behind it is that this is going to give you so many more opportunities to intake new clients for your practice that you're going to have for the lifetime of your business. So it's really important to understand the lifetime value of a client. Now, industry standards, the LTV of a dental patient could be anywhere from $5,000 to $20,000 in revenue. So it's really important to understand that say if you have 10 appointments come in through a free teeth cleaning campaign, you may upsell about 6 or 7 of those might want to get some teeth whitening as well. Maybe a handful of them have cavities that need to get taken care of. Maybe even a couple have crowns, or maybe someone is asking about Invisalign as well. So there's a whole host of additional services that you can offer to these clients. It's mainly about getting them into the door and getting them in your practice and becoming a new client for your business. So let's jump right into it. First of all, we want to come up with an irresistible offer. So I talked about, again, free teeth whitening sessions, or maybe children's teeth cleaning. Now here's a little demonstration for a wedding, right? A wedding promotion. Get ready for your big day. Now what happens here is the majority of businesses that we see, this is where the big mistake comes in, right? They've got an irresistible offer that looks great. People are engaging on it, but they're sending all the traffic to the homepage. Now, if I saw an ad for, get ready for your big day, well, obviously not me, but say if someone saw an ad for this for the wedding day, free teeth whitening, they click the advertisement and it heads over to a homepage of a website, straight away they're kind of lost, because that messaging just kind of had a huge disconnect. They were looking at free teeth whitening for their wedding. They click through and it goes to the homepage of a website, and they're like, well, where's that offer? I'm trying to it's just, there's such a massive disconnect. Majority of people are going to try and find that offer. They don't find it. They end up just clicking off of it and going back to Facebook or going back to Google, whatever the case may be. So you want to make sure that your offer that you have here goes directly to a landing page. Now, this was the #1 mistake that we see, people sending them to the homepage. What you want to do whenever you're sending any paid traffic anywhere is send them to the landing page. It's a one-page website designed around one purpose. That's converting that traffic into a lead, into an appointment for your practice. So you can see here we have the exact same message repeated on this landing page. We have some scarcity as well, calls to action. Make sure you submit your information now. There's only 15 whitening spots available. The leads will then go in, put in their information, name, email, and phone number, and click, get your free whitening session. Now we've actually captured their information. Now we have a lead. Now we can actually follow up with them and make sure we book them in. Now, once they click submit, we also want to send them to another page that says, congratulations, we just emailed you the information on your teeth whitening package. So really make sure you're doing this, that once you've captured their information as a lead with your landing page that you've built up, make sure you're sending them to a second page where you have some calls to action. But wait, if you call and schedule before the timer expires below, we'll add in our at-home whitening upgrade at no cost to you. Now, you don't have to have this necessarily in the offer. It could be something like, because we have such a high demand and limited amount of these, free teeth cleaning or free teeth whitening vouchers, in order to make sure you can claim your voucher follow these steps. Steps 1, dial our office at this number. Use the code BRIDAL to schedule your free whitening session, right? Those would be the calls to actions you could send out to them to make sure. Now, another thing to keep in mind, whenever you're doing any paid traffic, we use a lot of systems and tools in our process when we're either doing this for ourselves or doing it for clients to make sure that we can really track and optimize our campaigns. Something that you'd want to do, for example, is to, instead of having your actual office number, create a vanity phone number or a virtual tracking line that you can call that just redirects to your office. But that way you can actually track and record how many phone calls are being generated through the campaign and how many of those are booked in. Now, another system that we love to use, apart from, tracking everything like that, are automated tools. So when someone opts in, have an email automatically go out to them. Again, with this similar calls to action. Hey, we've got your information. Make sure to set up your voucher. Call in our office at this number. Mention bridal, etc., and give them those calls to action. Now, back to the tracking topic as well. What you also want to do is generate a live updating sheet. Now, this is just a Google AdWords sheet. It's fairly easy to set up if you have some automation tools, but it's really important to have this set up so that you can track the results of your campaign, right? You want to be able to have a live sheet that is actively updating and populating new information as the leads come in. Hand this over to your front desk staff and put systems in place. For example, what happens when a new lead comes in? What does your staff do at the front end? Do they call them straight away? Do they send text messages? Do they send emails? What happens if they haven't gotten in contact with them in the first day? Do they call them the same day at the end of the day to try and get a second contact with the lead? Do they then call them the following morning, or do they send text messages? If they have booked in, what do they do the day of the booking? Do you send out morning text message reminders, etc.? All of that follow-up systems and sales processes, make sure that they are in place so that you don't have any leaks in your pipeline. That's another huge issue we see with a lot of local businesses, is that they'll have a lot of inquiries or a lot of activity on a direct paid traffic campaign or a paid traffic campaign, but then they have that disconnect on the back end, on that follow-up, on scheduling them in, or appointments are scheduled, but they forget to send those reminders. So the appointment, the people forget about their appointments and they end up not even showing up. So a lot of key things here to take into consideration, but I hope this kind of gives you a nice oversight of how to run a successful paid advertising campaign. Again, the principles are: make sure you're sending them to a landing page, one page designed around one purpose, that's capturing their information. And if you follow the system with a few testing and a few tweaks, you're more than likely to have a bunch of new appointments booked in for your practice. Now, if this all makes sense to you, but you just need help with getting everything set up, we can definitely jump on a call with you, just kind of talk about what sort of your ideal customers and who you're looking to attract in your market. And we can definitely come up with a strategy that's going to work for you in your practice. So that's pretty much it, guys. There is one more video you can definitely have a look at, and that's it for the series. I hope you enjoyed our Dentist Digital Playbook.